Hello everyone, my name is Sagar Mane. I work as an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. In this session, we are going to see how to implement frame layout. Learning outcome. At the end of this session, students will be able to develop a Xamarin application and perform various actions on it. As we have discussed, we can develop modern and performant application with the help of Xamarin Form, which will run on Android, iOS, and Windows platform. In most of the cases, 80 to 90% code is shareable with the help of Xamarin. Xamarin applications built on top of the .NET and can be used to perform multiple tasks such as garbage collection, memory allocation, and underlying platform support. Once we create cross-platform application, then you can see the structure like this. So this is a solution explorer. So we can develop Xamarin application on Visual Studio. So in the first snapshot, as you can see, three different projects are available. First one .android and first one .ios. Here we assume that our project name is the first one. So here we get three projects. So we can say the first project is a shareable project. So Xamarin application allows developer to develop applications that will run on Android, iOS, and Windows from a single shared code base. So we can write business logic and UI logic in the first project. So different files are available in the first project: app.xaml, then app.xaml.cs. So the purpose of this file is, this file defines the start page of your application, as well as it consists of three override methods: onCreate, onSleep, and onResume. Then we have assembly info.cs file. This file contains the application attribute about the project that is applied to the assembly level. Then we have two important files, mainpage.xaml and mainpage.xaml.cs. So here we can say our design part is available in mainpage.xaml and our code behind part is in a mainpage.xaml.cs. Then we have a main activity.cs file. This file is basically belongs to the Android project. This file consists of main activity as a class, as well as it consists of different attributes. For example, label, then icon, theme, configuration changes, as well as it consists of onCreate method. Then we have appdelegate.cs file. Appdelegate.cs file is used to initialize the Xamarin Forms. In the second snapshot, as you can see, references tab. So this references tab is common in both project, first one .android and first one .ios. So here you can see Xamarin.essentials. So Xamarin.essential is a library that provides cross-platform API to access native device features. Xamarin Essential is an abstraction that simplifies the process of accessing the native functionality. Xamarin, sorry, Xamarin Essential offers unified API to access common resources across multiple platforms. Xamarin.forms frame. Frame class is a layout used to wrap a view with a border that can be configured with color, shadow, and other options. Frames are commonly used to create borders around controls but can be used to create more complex UI. So this is a simple example. This is the first one .xaml file. As you can see in this code, first line belongs to the XML version and encoding part. Second line consists of type of the page. In Xamarin we have different types of pages are available. For example, content page, then master view page, navigation page, carousel page. Then in the second line we define the namespace for the Xamarin. XMLNS stands for namespace, and this URL belongs to the Xamarin namespace. Next line, XMLNS colon X. So here this namespace is owned by Microsoft. Next line, X colon class. So here we can say X class. So here class attribute is prefixed with X, so we call it as a X class, and this X class attribute belongs to the Microsoft namespace. So here you can see the name first one dot main page. Then we have a stack layout. So different types of layouts are available in Xamarin: stack layout, absolute layout, relative layout, grid layout, and so on. So here a frame is a layout. So frame is one of the additional layout. So here we have the attribute background color, then padding, corner radius, and one of the important attribute of the frame is a shadow. Then we have a label tag. So in Android we call it as a text view. So here the name is a label. So we can assign different property to the label. Then text alignment, font size, and so on. So this is about stack layout. Inside the stack layout we took a frame layout, right? So this is a snapshot of frame example. As you can see in this snapshot, first part, welcome to Xamarin.Forms. This is a frame, and this whole part we call it as a page. In Xamarin, page is a class, and page object is considered as a view controller in iOS and page in Universal Windows platform. So this is a simple snapshot of our application. Next part is create a card with a frame. The frame class inherits from content view, which means it can contain any type of view object, including layout objects. Combining a frame object with a layout object, such as a stack layout object, allows the creation of more complex UI. So this is an example of creating a card with a frame. So as we have discussed, stack layout has different properties: horizontal options, then vertical options. Then we have a frame layout, then border color, corner radius, and the value of padding is 15. Then we have a label. Label has different attributes: text, font size, font attribute. Then here, as you can see, there is a box view. So in Xamarin.Forms, we can use box view for the decoration purpose, because vector graphic system is not available in Xamarin Forms. So we have an option that is a box view. So we can decorate our pages with the help of box view. So here again, box view has a different properties: color, height request, horizontal options, and so on. So this is a snapshot of card with the help of frame. Now students are able to think and write the answer of the following question. Question is, what is the use of app.xaml.cs file? Now pause the video and write your answer. Answer is, app.xaml.cs file contains start page of your application, and this file also defines the Xamarin lifecycle. As we have discussed, three different override methods are available in that file: on create, on sleep, and on resume. Next part. So we can design round elements with the help of frame. So one of the important property of frame is corner radius. With the help of this corner radius, we can design or we can create a round image with the help of this corner radius property. So as we have discussed different attributes or different properties of this frame layout: margin, then border color, corner radius, height request, width request, each clip to bounds, horizontal options, vertical options, right, and so on. So here we have image attribute, source sample, then aspect as a property, then margin, and so on. So this is a snapshot of round element. This is the reference used for this video. Thank you.